Good afternoon, Michelle French, run on Heart Personal Training, Fitness and Nutrition. Today I'm going to work on a short protocol that I hope will help loosen up some tight things and strengthen some other stuff. It is a very beginning exercise routine. It consists of a couple of stretches and then a few short exercises. So feel free to come in on your bare feet, wear your shoes, get comfy, and we'll get started. All right, first we're going to do a couple of stretches intended to stretch out ITs and low back. All right, let's get down and lay on your back first and foremost. Check the condition of your back. Make sure that it's nice and flat. Tilt your pelvis, take your fingers on your hips and kind of tilt your pelvis towards your face and feel your backbone. You should feel that your back is flat on the mat. In normal position, we have a little bit of a bow in our back, and we can feel the spine, the base of the spine, and the upper back on the mat. But generally, there's a space you can stick your hand behind and feel. So what we need to do is make sure, and this is how you tell your pelvis is tilting forward, or upward, is to make your pelvis tilt towards your face and flatten your back. That's called a TVA tilt. Okay, we're going to start there. And we're just going to go practice it for a minute. Tilt away, make a space where your back is at, and take your pelvis and tilt it towards your face and round out and feel your spine in the floor. Just nice and flat, all right? And that activates your TVA tilt, okay? But for right now, we're going to do a couple of stretches to stretch out the outsides of the legs, all right? First, I want you to bring your left leg up and try to reach up to your knee and bring it in, or grab behind your thigh, or grab in the front of your shin, and just bring it in. Okay? We're gonna hold it for a second. We're gonna do equal on each side, as opposed to working on one side and then the other. All right, then just bring that leg down, abs tight, navel to spine, and then you're going to bring the other knee up and stretch. A couple times each side. Take your heel on the opposite leg and ground it. All right, make sure that that foot is on the floor, all right, and it's nice and straight. And if you're perfectly neutral, this will feel like just a regular old stretch. All right, if you're tight in your hip flexors, you might feel it. Bring it up and stretch. Now, if you need more time with these stretches, you can always stop the video and just work on the stretch for a while. And up. And down, abs tight as you bring your legs down, and up, and down. Okay, next, knees up, feet down, flatten your back a little bit, place your hands down on the mat, palms down next to you, okay? Then what I'd like you to do is bring your knees and feet together as close as you can and touch them if you can. Then you're going to swing your knees to the right side and stack them. Tighten your core, ab to spine, navel to spine, and get a long stretch in the back side, the hip, and the leg. Now, if this feels like you can't go anywhere, your leg is really, really tight and it's way up high, you can take the arm on the opposite side and draw it down a little bit. Draw the leg down. Otherwise, let gravity do the work. Ground your shoulder into the mat or the floor. Keep your palms down and get a nice long stretch and twist your torso. This is great for the spine. Bring it up, stack your feet together and twist. Only go as far as your body will allow you to go. Never push a stretch. Just to the point of where you begin to feel tension. Up and over. This short group of stretches can actually be done before you get out of bed in the morning. There is something nice about stretching your spine before you get up and making sure that your legs have a little bit of mobility in it. And stretch. Good. Knees up, feet down. Take your right leg, straighten it out. Bring your left leg up. Take your right hand, put it on the outside of your left knee, Abs tight, navel to spine, and your left hand is grounded on the floor, palm down. And draw the knee across the midline, the center line, which is over the belly button, and across. So you're going to feel that in the hip. Navel to spine, keep your shoulder grounded. This is a little more assertive a stretch. You might feel some energy in there. Bring your leg up, lay it flat down, bring the opposite knee up, take your left hand, put it on your right knee, ground your opposite hand, palm down, and come across the center. Navel to spine, just relax into it and you'll feel it let go. Bring it up, let's do it one more time. And stretch, and over. You might feel like right in the hip. And stretch, up and over. Good, now bring your left leg up, straighten your foot. Now if you have trouble with this, use a stretch strap. Reach behind the calf muscle or behind the knee, all right? But flat foot, point the toe towards the face, draw it in and get a stretch with the hamstring. Keep your head flat on the floor. Do not lift your head up. If you're able, grab onto your feet if you're wearing shoes and get an extra stretch on your calf. That may not feel very comfortable. All right, down you go. Core tight. Always draw that core in when you're moving your legs to save your back. Bring your other leg up and get a stretch. And reach. Or just hang on and point your toe towards your face to get the stretch of the calf. Keep your head flat on the floor. We'll repeat it one more time. Leg up and over. And up. Good job. Next. Put your knees up, your feet down, then drop the drop the right leg down. Bring your left leg up, and here's where a stretch strap could also come in handy over your foot to go to the side. So in this particular position here with your legs straight, you're going to cross over your center line, over your navel, and you're just going to keep the foot straight, tighten the glute on the opposite side, and just get a nice long stretch in the IT. If you are okay with letting it hang there, then that's fine. If you want a little extra tension, just place your hand. Enough of the weight of your hand will give you a little bit more of a stretch here. Okay, good. Bring the other leg up, over the top, straight leg, and stretch navel to spine. Every side of your body is going to feel different because we do different things with different sides of each of our body parts. One more time on each side. Bring it up and over. One more time. Up and over. I love this stretch for tightening up the outside of the legs. Here's the thing to remember. You want to make sure that the foot is as straight as possible. Sometimes people go like that, but try to make it as straight as possible. You get a deeper stretch. All right, last stretch. Knees up, feet down. Take your left leg, cross it over your right knee. Good. Just kind of get a quick check on your hip and push a little bit. Then you're going to want to draw the leg up and bring it in. It's a figure 4 stretch. You can hold here and press on the knee, or you can press on the knee and pull in. Rock a little bit back and forth, and you'll get a little massage on your lower back. Cross over, go to the other side. You can put your leg all the way down and start over, or do it in midair. Push and pull. Keeping, again, the neck down. Very nice. Okay, let's move on, shall we? All right. So a few minutes ago, I was talking about transverse abdominis, your TVA. So we're going to work with that, and we're going to go into a bridge at the same time. So as you sit with your knees up, your feet down, check your back. You want to tilt your pelvis towards your face and flatten your spine. Okay? Once you've got that, you're going to feel your core engage. Hands down on the floor, and you're going to lift up through your heels and push as high as you can, squeezing your glutes. This is called a bridge. All right? Lower very slowly. All right? In the beginner position, we come all the way to the floor. We tilt, tuck, tighten, and we lift again. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and we lift again for 3. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift for 4. Feet, knees, and hips all hip width apart. Feet and knees hip width apart. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 5. You're going to feel a stretch in your quads. You're going to feel your glutes alive, and you're going to have your tummy tucked. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 6. Nice and slow on the lower. Use the muscles. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 7. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 8. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 9. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 10. And come down and rest. Good. We're going to do 2 more sets of 10 repetitions. As you go on and you learn this routine, you can go up to 15 repetitions on the bridge. And you obviously can take this and you don't necessarily need to have a video with you, but it'll be, you'll know it and you'll know what to do. All right, here we go. This is really good for strengthening the glutes, getting the core back in shape, and really just basically getting things in line. All right, tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift for 1. If you want a challenge, don't touch the ground. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift for 2. But give yourself some time to get used to these exercises before you challenge yourself by hovering. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 3. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 4. And down. Now if you feel a cramp in your hamstring, that means that your feet are too close to your glutes. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 5. Press your shoulders on the ground. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 6. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 7. You might have tired glutes here. And down. If you feel it in your low back, take a break. Up for 8. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 9. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 10. Good job. And rest. All right, rock back and forth. Give yourself a second to kind of gather. And we're going to do it one more time. Okay? I know you're having fun. At the very least, know that you're doing something good for yourself. All right, ready? Here we go. Hands down, feet flat. Tilt, tuck, tighten, flatten your back, and lift. For 1. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift for 2. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift for 3. You're doing a good job. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, 4. And down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, 5. And down.
Tilt, tuck, tighten, 6, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, 7, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, 8, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, 9, and down. One more. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and 10, and squeeze, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Bet you didn't see that coming. All right, good job. Next, reverse extension. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to have you bring your knees in and you're going to hold on to it. If you're a beginner, this is best achieved by using your hands to help your knees, okay? So here's the beginning position. The beginning position is leg out and in, leg out and in, leg out and in, leg out and in. The caveat here is your back has to stay completely flat on the mat for each and every version of this, all right? Second version, all right, for beginners, knees up, about a 45-degree angle, okay? Because it'll be easier to keep your back flat. Hands up over here, elbows over. So all you're gonna do here while keeping your head flat is to bring your elbows and your knees together and then back to neutral, not extended over the hips. In and out. Got it? Okay, everybody get into position and let's go. Pick your version, okay? So in, exhale, and out to neutral. In for 2, and out. In for 3, and out. In for 4, and out. In for 5, and out. You should feel that in your core. In for 6, and out. If you feel it in your back, stop and we'll catch up with you. In for 7, and out. In for 8, and out. In for 9, and out. In for 10, and rest. Okay, so one leg at a time and down. Keep your back nice and flat and protect it. Rock back and forth if your back feels a little sore. It's important to know how long to rest between your sets because you have to let the energy come back into your muscles. All right. Now, with regard to core muscle, I always like to say go to exhaust, but we're at the very beginning. So we're going to reach for 10. But if you find that it's in your back before you get to the 10th repetition, stop what you're doing and rest. All right, bring your legs up in that same position. Elbows up, hands together, and in. 1. And in. 2. And in. 3. And in. 4. Exhale on the way in. And in. 5. And in. 6. Just to neutral. And in. 7. Keep your core tilted. In. 8. In. 9. In. 10. Bring them down. Keep the back flat and rest. Rock back and forth. At this point, you should feel your core. Not ripping, searing pain by any means, but just the sense that there's something there, that you have some muscle there, that it's actually working. Now, the way to advance this is to grab a light weight, no more than 3 pounds in the beginning, and work in your hands the way you were before, but with weight. The counterweight will add more onto the muscle, onto the core. It adds to the difficulty. All right, bring it up. And in. So I'll demonstrate this last version with the weight. Here we go. And this is what it looks like if you're using weight down the line. Okay, come to this position here and bring it in. 1 and 2 and 3 with the weight, and 4. It makes all the difference when you're stronger. And 5 and 6 and 7. Keep going. 8, 9. If you want to make it harder, make your knees go to your elbows. And 10, and by bringing them up independently. All right, let's move on. Next exercise I have to do in a chair. All right, it's called a quad extension or a set.
Now, the very beginning exercise of a quad set is to sit and put something underneath you, like a towel. Let me grab this, okay? 2 different ways to do this, all right? What this does is it helps to strengthen the quad muscle if you're at the very beginning. So it's more of a, it's a beginner exercise. So what you do is you sit with it underneath your knee, sit back, and then you tighten your quad up and and the quad will lift your foot off the ground, just like that. All right, that's the beginning version of this, okay? Right? Come on to the other side. It seems like a very simple exercise, but it's very powerful for turning on the knee and setting the quad and just getting it used to contracting and being stronger. When you're at the very beginning, you're trying to train or train back from something. It's very good for strengthening the knee. The other version of this is an extension, which you can do seated in a chair or standing, okay? The seated version in a chair, then you look at my head. Let's move this up just a tad, as there, it's instructive, not professional. All right, and so in a chair, you're gonna sit all the way back. You're going to lift, and we're not doing this with weight. Down the line, you can do this with a leg weight, okay? But for today's intents and purposes, we're just gonna do it this way, all right? That's what we're going to be doing. The more advanced version of this is to stand, hold on to something, lift up, and then kick out, all right? And then add weight after that. So you've got several different versions to advance with. But for our purposes today, we're going to sit. All right, let's start with the left leg. Ready? So you're going to kick out, tighten the quad, bring it down. Right leg. Out, tighten the quad, bring it down. Out, tighten, bring it down. Out, tighten, bring it down. Out, tighten, bring it down. Good job. Out, tighten, bring it down. 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 Good job. Out, tighten, nice and slow. This becomes incrementally more difficult with leg weights, okay? And if you're using leg weights, what you want to do is you want to start with just a pound, depending on where you are. I mean, no matter what you do when you start a new exercise, you're going to be sore from doing it because it's new. So start light. The object is not to hurt yourself, but to help yourself. All right, let's take a rest. Good job. You should feel it right up in here. If you feel it in the knee, then you are too advanced. Then the exercise is too advanced for you. We want to feel it in the quads. If this particular version is too advanced for you, get down on the ground, put a towel under your knee, and start with the quad sets from the ground, okay? All right, let's do it again. Start with the right leg this time. Ready? Out, up, and down. 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 We're going to be standing up after this. Isn't that exciting? And down. Out, up, and down. We work from the floor to the chair to standing. Out, up, and down. 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 How are we feeling? Out, up, and down. One more. Out, up, and rest. We're going to do one more set. You're doing a great job. Remember, everything that you do is positive for yourself, even the really small things. In the big picture things, in the long run, actually really counts. The key is consistency. And it doesn't have to be big stuff. It can be little things. All right, ready? Let's go. Left leg, go out, up, and down. 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 Out, up, and let's keep going. We have 2 more exercises to do after this, and then we're all done. The emphasis obviously has been on lower body today. Up and down and rest. Very good. Okay, next. Move this out of the way. All right, I'm going to be standing for this one. All right, I'm just going to go over here. All right, so when you do this next exercise, make sure that you, I would say, and advise you, unless you have your proverbial balance act together, let me lift it up just a tad, to have a desk, a table, or something else to balance on. All right, so here we go. This will be a leg lift. It's a balance exercise, but it's also a strength exercise. If you're at the very beginning of this, I'm going to show you the beginning one and the more advanced one. So the big beginning one is to balance, all right, and then step back, and then balance. So what it looks like from the side is balance, step back, and balance. Got it? And step back and balance. You'll find this to be very challenging. So that's why I say, as you are balancing, stepping back to balance, in the very beginning, you're going to want to hold on to something, okay? For the people who are more advanced, what this looks like is balance, step back into a lunge, and come up. Don't let your knee touch the ground. Down and up, okay? Other side, up, down, and balance. All right, so what I'm going to do is the more advanced one. For those of you who are just starting, it's an up, back, step, up, back, step, up. So what this will do is work on your legs in the rear part, your glutes and a bit of your hamstrings, but also balance work, all right? What to remember, feet should be straight forward. If you tend to walk with your toes out, bring them around and make sure they are straight forward so that we can actually work the muscles that we've been correcting, all right? Here we go. Up, back, and down. We're on the left leg now. Up, 2, up, 3, up, the weight's on the front heel, 4, up, 5, there's a natural cadence here, up, 6, stop if you're dying here, up, 7, really feel this out, up, because you're going to feel it in the leg you're working, last one, up, down, and switch, here we go, other leg, ready, and go, down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5. Pay attention to how you feel. Down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10. Let's switch off. Rest for a second, get the energy back in your legs. Everybody has a different amount of time that they need to wait to recover because we're all in different places with regard to fitness. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Balance and back. 1. Balance and back. 2. Balance and back. 3. Balance. Listen to your body here. 4. Balance. 5. Sit back on that heel. Balance. Even if you're not going all the way down. Balance. For 7. Balance. For 8. Balance. For 9. Balance. 10. Other side. Up. And balance. 1. Balance. 2. Balance. 3. Feet are straight. Balance. 4. Balance. 5. Check your core. Balance. 6. Balance. 7. Balance. 8. Balance. 9. Balance. 10. All right. Next, and last but not least, if you really feel advanced and you want to do another set, stop the video here and do your last set, okay? But that can be a tough exercise for beginning people, all right? Next, we're going to be doing a shallow squat, and I'll show it to you from both angles. Feet and knees should be about shoulder width apart. Abs tight, navel to spine, hands right in front of you, all right? So it's gonna look a little bit like this. Down and up and down and up. The weight's on your heels, your core is tight, your back is flat. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. Down and up and down and up. All right, we're not going very far, but we're working a lot of essential elements that we need to work. The feet are straight forward. If you have an issue with your feet, I like to call them duck feet, going out or in and not being straight, I want you to really go slow with this and feel out the muscles, okay? All right, here we go. Ready? Abs tight, navel to spine, and down. So last exercise, 1, and down, for 2, and down. Squeeze the glutes at the top, 3, pelvic tilt forward, down, and 5, and down, and 6, and down, and 7, and down. Shallow squat, 8, down, 9, down, and 10. That wasn't too bad, was it? I don't think so. We have 2 more sets, and then we are done. You did a good job. All right. Ready? Let's do it again. And down, and 1, and down, and 2. Squeeze those glutes down as you press back. 3, and down, and press, and down for 5, and down for 6, and down for 7, and down for 8, and down for 9, and down for 10. Doing a great job. All right, 1 more set, and then we will be done. Okay, this is it. Get ready. Get some water when we're finished, and be proud of yourselves. Hands in place. Let's go. Ready, and 1, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, and down, and 4, and down, and 5, and down, and 6, 7, 8, got it? 9, and 10. And that is it. Lower body focus, stretch, a little bit of strength and some corrective work. Go with it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at runonheart@msn.com, Michelle French. Run on Heart Personal Training, Fitness, and Nutrition. And this routine took just a little over 30 minutes. Take care, everyone.